Let me ask you a question. If I give you $800 to $900,000 right now, would you buy a condo, a townhouse, or a detached home? Well, let's be honest. It's not as simple as picking the one that looks the nicest on paper. In 2025, buying the wrong type of home could mean you end up with unexpected cost, less space than you hoped for, or even stuck in a property that doesn't match your lifestyle. Today, I'm going to walk you through all three options: condos, townhouses, and detached homes from a first-time home buyer's perspective, so you make the best choice for you and your family. Hello everyone, it's Hetal Mehta, a local real estate broker in the GTA with Remax. For years, I have been guiding first-time buyers, including new immigrants and growing families, through one of the biggest decisions of their lives: what type of home makes the most sense, financially and personally. And let me tell you, this decision isn't just about the number of bedrooms or the fancy kitchen. It's about your lifestyle, your commute, your budget, and your long-term plans. So let's dive deep, and by the end of this video, you will have a clear idea of whether a condo, a townhouse, or a detached home is the right first step for you in 2025. Alright, let's talk condos first. For a lot of first-time buyers, especially those coming from renting or looking for something manageable, condos can feel like the easiest entry point. Why? Because they are often more affordable to begin with. Second, they come with amenities like gyms, pools, security, things that make city living comfortable. Plus, you get low maintenance living, no lawn moving or snow shoveling. And most condos are located near transit, restaurants, and shops, making your daily life super convenient. But here is what I always tell my clients. Condos also come with monthly maintenance fees, sometimes $400, $600, even $1,000 a month. And these fees, they don't stay the same. They go up with inflation, covering things like repairs, elevators, concierge, garbage collection, all the behind the scenes work that keeps the building running. One of my clients, Priya, bought a one-bedroom condo in Mississauga in 2018. Her maintenance fees were $350 a month at the time. Today, she is paying almost $600 a month, and that's before property taxes or her mortgage payments. When I asked her if she would do it again, this is what she said: "Hetal, I love the location. I appreciate the fact that I got an ownership and was able to build some equity, but these fees are killing my budget." Also, condos usually mean less space, no backyard, no private garage, and maybe not enough room if you're planning to start a family soon. But it's a great way to start a real estate ownership. So here is what you should ask yourself. Do you love urban living? Can you handle shared walls and neighbors above, below, and besides you? Are you okay with paying fees every month, fees that you can't control? Last and most important, do you have a restricted budget and you still want to get in a real estate ownership? If the answer is yes, then a condo might be the right first step. Now let's move on to townhouses. Townhouses are kind of like the middle child. They sit right between condos and detached homes. You get more space, usually 3 bedrooms and plus, sometimes a backyard or patio, and often a garage. Perfect for young families or couples planning to grow. In Brampton, areas like Credit View or near Chingusi Park have tons of freehold townhomes. Durham Region 2, Oshawa, Bowmanville, Ajax, they are building so many new townhouses that are affordable for first-time buyers. Plus, townhouses often come with modern layouts and flexible floor plans, making them feel spacious yet manageable. And they usually offer a good balance of price and the size. Not as small as a condo, but not as expensive as a detached. But here is the thing, not all townhouses are created equal. There is condo townhouses, where you own the inside but share the outside. And yes, you still pay maintenance fees. And another type is freehold townhouse, where you own the whole property, land and all, and there is no monthly fees. I always tell my clients to check carefully. A freehold townhouse means more control and no maintenance fees, but you are responsible for everything from the roof to the driveway. One of my clients, a young couple from Etobicoke, sold their one-bedroom condo and bought a freehold townhouse in Kitchener. They literally doubled their living space, got a small backyard for their dog, and now they're expecting their first child. They just told me, "It feels like we finally have a real home." Here is what you need to know. With townhouses, you will often share walls with neighbors, so privacy might be a little less than a detached. Parking can sometimes be tight too. especially in older communities where garages are small or street parking is limited. But overall, townhouses are great compromise. You get the space you want, often in family-friendly neighborhoods without the high price tag of a detached. Alright, let's talk about the dream home, the detached house. For most people, this is the ultimate goal. No shared walls, full privacy and total control. You want to build a garden? Done. Want to host a barbecue with all your extended family? No problem. Want to finish your basement and create a rental unit? Go for it. Detached homes give you the most space and flexibility. Perfect for growing families and long-term plans. Plus, they usually have a higher resale value and are easier to customize. But friends, here is the reality. Detached homes come at a premium. In the GTA, even in areas like Brampton or Mississauga, you are often looking at $1 million plus for even an entry-level detached. But the good news is, in places like Hamilton Mountain, Cambridge, or parts of Durham, you can still find detached homes in the $850,000 to $950,000 range, especially if you are okay with slightly older home or a bit of renovation work. One of my clients, Harpreet, moved from a 2-bedroom condo in Mississauga to a detached home in Cambridge. They were so excited to finally have a backyard for their kids, but last winter they had to replace the furnace. They told me, Hetal, it's a lot of work, but it finally feels like our own place. Detached homes usually mean larger lot sizes, meaning backyard, garage, even room for a shed or kids play area. Total privacy, no shared walls, no loud neighbors overhead. But remember, with great power comes great responsibility. You are on the hook for everything. Roof, windows, landscaping, all the maintenance falls on you. And that means you need to budget for future repairs because stuff breaks. Now let's talk about the most important part, lifestyle. What is the size of your family? Where do you work? Where do your kids go to school? Are you a city person or a suburban one? If you work downtown Toronto and love being near nightlife and transit, a condo might make sense. If you're working from home or have a growing family and want a little more space, townhouses or detached homes might be the answer. Think about commute too. If you are commuting to Mississauga, Brampton might be perfect. Easy access to the Highway 410 and 407. If you work in east of Toronto or in Durham region, a townhouse or detached there can cut down on stress and give you better value for your money. Schools, parks, amenities, they all matter. Don't just buy the property, buy the lifestyle that comes with it. Alright, let's get real about the money. Because let's be honest, that's where most first-time buyer get stuck. Condos might start in the $500,000 to $700,000 range, but don't forget the maintenance fees. That's like a mini mortgage payment every month, and it keeps going up. Townhouses, depending on location, usually run $700,000 to $850,000. Sometimes more in hot markets like Brampton or Mississauga. Detached homes, on the other side, anywhere from $850,000 to well over $1 million, depending on location, age, and condition. Hamilton, Cambridge, parts of Durham still offer some good value, but inventory is tight. Don't forget to add a little $300 to $500 for utilities and unexpected repairs in freeholds. Always, and I mean always, talk to a good mortgage broker and get pre-approved. Because knowing what you can actually afford makes the house hunting process 100 times smoother. Friends, let me be real with you. There is no one-size-fits-all answer. It depends on your lifestyle, your job, your family plans, your comfort level with maintenance and extra cost, and most importantly, budget. But here is what I know from years of experience. Condos are great for entry level and low maintenance living, especially for professionals or young couples. Townhouses give you more space without going crazy on the price. Detached homes are the ultimate goal, but they come with responsibilities and sometimes surprises. That's why I always recommend sitting down. Yes, even over a cup of chai and talking it out. Because the best decision is the one that fits your life and your budget, not fancy stories. Look, if you are feeling stuck or just want some honest advice, I'm always here to help and answer. No pressure, no obligation, just a real conversation. Call me at 416-731-7010 or fill out the quick intake form below this video. Let's talk about your budget, your lifestyle, and your dreams. And let's make sure your first home is the right one for you.